been a great year for gamers this year. The rest of the year is only going to get better, and the following years even better than that. Welcome to your weekly Dosa Dosa. Firstly, I have to apologise. I was ill last week, so there was no video last week, but I'm back and I'm alright. With me, AD Stone.
And me, Mr. H. Royd.
Fair enough. We just thought this week we'll be talking about a few video games that might have passed you by, might not have passed you by, but it's not going to be the normal ones that we talk about, like with the Silent Hills, the cancelled Silent Hills. It's not going to be Star Wars Battlefront, it's not going to be Fallout or anything like that, even though they are going to be some amazing games. And like I said in the introduction, it's been a great year with Arkham Knight coming out, good game, The Witcher 3 coming out, Metal Gear Solid 5 coming out. Just everything seems to be getting better and better, and I'm sure it'll get even more better next year, well, towards the end of this year and next year. I don't know exact dates for these games that we're going to be talking about.
You know, we don't have a birthday.
Soon.
We don't have a birthday cake, but today is 14 years since Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2 came out.
Since Silent Hill 2 was released on the PlayStation 2.
In an alternate universe, maybe, since Silent Hills came out.
Maybe.
Which I want to move to that universe now, just for that.
They got a lot better than us.
So firstly, we'll talk about the obvious one, seeing as we mentioned Silent Hills. The so-called spiritual successor to Silent Hills, which is Allison Road. Obviously, it's not by Konami or anyone or Kojima or anything, but it looks like the PT teaser, like the Silent Hills teaser that was released.
As far as blatant rip-offs go, it looks wonderful. If there's any game that exists that I would love to see blatantly ripped off, I think it is Silent Hills. It's not a blatant rip-off. Silent Hills.
It's like an homage.
Yeah, Silent Hills was a game that a big percentage of the gaming community was really clamouring for, and it never happened. So I think somebody's taken it upon themselves to release a game sort of in the same vein, really, as Silent Hills would have been.
And it looks beautiful.
It looks beautiful.
Really does. It looks like you're actually walking around a real life house. You can get it for the new PlayStation VR as well, which obviously was once, is it Project Morpheus?
Yeah.
Which was once that. You'll be able to get it for that. You'll be able to get it for PS4, Xbox One, I believe, and also for PC.
And this sort of game, I think, is ideal for virtual reality technology, because this is a sort of game that how thick and scary the atmosphere is. You kind of want a game. You think this sort of game will be advanced by VR. So we may not have been in the alternate universe where we had Silent Hills and Chuck Lorre was hit by a car after season 4 of The Big Bang Theory, but we now in our universe we're getting Allison Road, and
who was hit by a car
in the alternate universe it was. So we don't have to have any more The Big Bang Theory.
So we don't have to suffer from shite Big Bang Theory became.
It only ran over his head.
Didn't kill him, just
left him severely brain damaged.
Just damaged the part of his brain where it was thinking up more of
the Big Bang Theory. He forgot about the Big Bang Theory. He just had severe amnesia that was only selective, very, very selective, and only...
I don't even know where this came from.
No, but in our universe, we now have Allison Road, which, although it may not be Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, it is this beautiful thing of its own, I think.
Yeah, there is a Kickstarter now live. They're asking for £250,000 for it.
I think they're pretty much halfway there already, aren't they?
The last time I checked, they were at £92,000.
Yeah, it was in the 90s when I saw, and it's got 24 days left, isn't it?
It's something like that. Maybe more even.
So it's going to make a lot of money. It could make millions.
It's definitely going to make it off.
Big Kickstarter game series make millions, and this, I think this will make millions, and it will be, definitely released. And back it.
Basically, what it is, It's set in Manchester. You wake up in a house, not knowing where you are.
Oasis are playing in the background.
I believe it is your house.
Wayne Rooney shagging an old woman on the kitchen counter.
And then, I don't know if that was confirmed.
It was confirmed.
Alright, no point in saying allegedly. And then, well, that's not actually in the game.
Allegedly, by the tabloid newspapers.
It's not in the actual game though, by the way.
It's not.
And then basically you've got to go through this house and you've got to work out what's happened. You find out like your family's been murdered or something like that. Basically, some sort of crimes happened. And then at the end of the original teaser for Allison Road, basically I think it's your wife comes back and attacks you, but she's not normal, let's just say. She's
not normal at all.
She's not exactly human anymore.
She has 3 breasts.
Mike's adding things that he wants to add in the game now in his own head.
I'm not. I'm just thinking of Total Recall and a 3-breasted lady.
She's not actually in the game.
She's not in it. Not even a cameo.
But
to be fair, I might go back as much as possible and then write a specific request to have a 3-breasted lady in Allison Road. That'd be scary, that.
At the moment, they're only planning on a 5 to 6 hour game.
I thought it was a 5-breasted lady.
No, 5 to 6 hour game. And
if they get more money, you know, they could.
Yeah,
well.
they have said it. The more money they get, basically the better they'll make the game. It could be longer. It could have more places. Whatever else, basically.
I don't think I wanted to have too many more places. I kind of.
Well, at the moment they've got the full house and they've got the garden to go around, and then they've got other little bits that they haven't really told anyone about.
You know, I love
when they said you can. It's more nightmarish.
The thing I worry about actually about a game like this, even over 5 or 6 hours, I worry that it'll maintain that kind of terror that, you know, first grips you. I think one of the weaknesses about some first-person horror games, usually shorter, but I think like Alien Isolation, for example, was over a longer time, and after about 2 hours, the feel wore off and it just became frustrating.
Yeah, that's.
And I don't think that happens with Outlast as much. But
Outlast is frustrating in other reasons.
Yeah, and I think it becomes contrived as well. You know, the jump scares become a bit more predictable, and I don't want that.
Definitely, yeah.
And I do not want that for a game like Allison Road because of just how.
I think 5 to 6 hours is probably the ideal time. For
you don't want it much longer.
In that sense,
you want to remain scared. You really don't want to get to the point when you.
I would prefer it a little bit longer, maybe 8 hours.
Yeah, I would say 7 hours. The way, just think though.
I understand what Mike's saying, and I do agree with it.
You don't want the fear to go away because then what is the game? You're walking around the house, not scared, and that's not a fun game. So you know, shorter is better, I think. But you know.
And I know that it's just going to be a completely unnerving game. It's going to be like PT. It's going to be just you're going to play it and you're just going to feel unnerved. You're just going to be walking through this house like just having the constant feel of oh crap, there's something behind me.
Which you know, that kind of thing is something that cannot be lost. And
I don't even get that feeling from games most of the time.
You know, I don't quite often. I don't often get it from films either. To be fair,
no.
And you know, but again, a game of this quality, you know, should be able to immerse you. I think, and PT did it, so you know, hopefully, Allison Road will as well.
With what they've done up to now, with like the teasers that they've released for it, and just other little bits, what they've been mentioning about it and everything, I do think they've succeeded in making what will be an amazing horror game that will keep the fear. They're currently advertising for for the third quarter or fourth quarter of 2016 release. So you will, if you back the Kickstarter, you will have to wait a while before you get the game.
Back above £20, you get a downloadable copy?
20 quid, you can get the game on the console of your choice, whether it be PC, PS4 or Xbox One. A little bit less than that, you can get
the PC
download, yeah. Obviously, if you back more than that, you can get the game of console of your choice and also little extra bits like digital ebook, soundtrack,
You know,
random bits like that. For 55 quid, you can even get a t-shirt in whatever, pretty much any size you want.
You know, just
it's been tempting to do that because I love my different
but,
t-shirts.
Horror fans, you know, you want to be backing this. We'll maybe put a link.
Well, we'll put the Kickstarter link. We'll put the trailer link. Everything that we talk about today, we will put trailers and whatever else is necessary
even if
in
it's
the description.
Even if it's a couple of £, go and back it because every bit of money helps when it comes to get a game made.
Yeah, you may not get anything out of it for backing a couple of quid, but it'll help for putting.
Have that eternal gratitude.
Even if you just put in a £5, they'll still say thank you. They'll still give you a thanks in the back of like basically a special backing section as they put it. But I am 100% confirmation this. I am 100% going to be putting at least 20 quid into this game because I want this game and I don't care how long I have to wait. I want the damn game. And when it does come out, I will live stream. I will Twitch it, whatever it is, and I will shit my pants live.
And if I'm not dead or being arrested by them, I'll join them.
So yeah, just go back it for their sake and for our sake for when it is released, so that it's as amazing as possible.
And for your own sake, for God's sake, it looks amazing.
Well, there's that too.
Back it.
Moving on to different horror games as well. There's another one which I played the second one first, I believe, and I believe it was on PS2. Project Zero.
Yeah, I think I played number 2, and I've not played any since.
They're amazing games. That in such a simple concept of you have to go around and you basically photograph ghosts. There is a new Project Zero coming out. Go on, Mike. What was you going to say? Sorry.
I think it's kind of a horror series that's kind of been forgotten in the West a bit. It's not.
Yeah. And
nowhere near.
I thought I'd mention it today.
Nowhere near as big as a Resident Evil series, which, admittedly, in some ways is of a lesser quality than the Resident Evil series. You know, there's been a few shockingly bad Resident Evil games, I think, and
basically
a few more shockingly bad maybe ones coming out. You know, there's been Umbrella Chronicles. There's been the online game that's coming out. You know, there's been, even though the remakes are good, there's been a tendency to just remake the same game over and over and over and over again, which was done with the first one, done with number 4, and they reskinned number 4 quite a few times, and they're redoing with Zero as well, and number 2.
I actually really liked Zero, to be honest.
I think Zero is...
I first had Zero on Dreamcast.
I had on the game... No, not on the Dreamcast, was it? On the GameCube. Code Veronica was on the Dreamcast.
Oh, Code Veronica, I apologise. I had my games mixed up. Yeah, Code Veronica I had on Dreamcast. Which one was Zero on then?
It was
GameCube.
GameCube exclusive.
I had that on GameCube then.
I played that on the GameCube, and I love Zero. It was the one on sat on the train, and it was. I think a lot of it was quite enclosed, and it kind of felt a bit more like Resident Evil. And obviously the remake was amazing.
Sorry, I haven't itchy yet.
Both Zero and the remake were amazing. So, but yeah, sorry, Project Zero.
Yeah, Project
Zero. In some
Zero.
ways, overall of a higher quality. Maybe, I don't know.
Some of the they are brilliant games. I can't really say whether Project Zero or Resident Evil or anything is better because obviously with them being completely different styles. But it is definitely a horrific game in the sense of, as Mike was saying with Allison Road and PT, the fear is always there with you. Resident Evil, obviously, it's not exactly, the fear's not so much there anymore. Silent Hill, the fear's not so much there anymore again. With Project Zero, every single game, even the crappy ones, they have still had the atmosphere and fear there when you've been playing them. You've still been creeped out. And with the next one, Project Zero Maiden of Blackwater, it's coming out, I think it's exclusive to the Wii U.
It's already out in Japan, I think.
Probably is.
It is, I think.
And that's definitely going to be taking away the whole thing of the preconception of the Wii's only for kids.
Yeah.
Basically, you use your actual Wii U tablet thing as the camera to take photos of the ghosts. And basically, it's about 3 people that go to a mountain and get stuck there. That's pretty much it. But I've loved every Project Zero that I've played apart from one, which I can't remember if it was the DS one, if that one was released over here or not. One of them was crap either way, but most of them have been pretty decent. Also coming out is another game by the guys behind Limbo, which is called Inside. Have you ever played Limbo?
Haven't. Obviously, I do know what Limbo is. I'm not really that into a lot of modern side-scrolling games. There's been some amazing modern side-scrollers, but Limbo was one that's never really enticed me that much. But it's everywhere, isn't it? It's on obviously on It's on Android and iOS.
I did enjoy it. I thought it was a decent game, but it was also nothing special.
Yeah, I think a side-scroller really has to be special to make me want to play it.
Yeah, if you don't know what it is, basically it's black and white and grey, 2D platforming side-scroller game. That's it really, about a little kid that's obviously in limbo, as the title suggests. The next one, there's not really been any details about it, but it's still going to be. It's not 2D. It's sort of 3D models and stuff. It's going to be in colour, but it's still a platformer.
Yeah.
There's no story details or anything released, I don't believe. Not that I could find anywhere. But it's basically just going to be Limbo again, but different art style. And they've been working on it for 5 years, so I'm hoping that it's got a decent story in it as well. But I am actually looking forward to it, because I did enjoy Limbo. It was a bit short, but I still enjoyed it for what it was. And I'm sure that I will enjoy Inside for what that becomes. Yeah, it is going to be good. And now we've got 2 games coming out with gimmicks involved.
We don't like gimmicks here.
Games with gimmicks. This week's games with gimmicks.
Can you think of any good games with gimmicks?
No. There was what I remember. I can't remember what it was called, but there was one on.
Pokemon Snap. That was a bit gimmicky.
I actually liked that.
I liked that.
I did enjoy that.
I like that.
It was.
That's maybe a bit gimmicky.
Yeah.
Maybe only a tiny bit. Probably not as gimmicky as the one we're going to mention, but I think Pokemon
the
Snap.
2 that we're going to mention.
Yeah, but Pokemon Snap was. Actually, I really liked Pokemon Snap.
I really can't remember what the game was called, but it was on the 3DS, and you played. You had like I think it was against vampires, and you had to go out into the sunlight to charge your game cartridge. That basically charged your weapon in game.
Most gimmicky games like
you
that.
You actually used sunlight to help you play the game, and that in Britain. You're pretty screwed.
You thought it was in winter. Could you turn that feature off? Surely you could.
I don't know. I don't know if you could use like fake light, like artificial light, or what. But that was the whole advertisement for it. Use sunlight and that to charge up your weapon. It was a ridiculous idea, a ridiculous gimmick. The first one I'll just quickly mention. Telltale Games have released some brilliant games recently. They've got The Walking Dead Season 1 and 2, they've got The Wolf Among Us. What else have they got? They've got the Game of Thrones game.
Borderlands.
And they've got Tales from Borderlands. They've also got others before that, but these are the most recent ones which have been excellent up to now.
You know, these guys are releasing the pinnacle of story games, the best narrative games,
yeah.
You know, that are available on console in a minute, you know.
Fair enough, it's not exactly as free will as they advertise, because obviously the story always plays out the same.
But at the same time, you know, it really lets people take the narrative, you know, where they want, or at least obviously within parameters. But up to now, you know, they've not really put a foot wrong when it comes to their story games. They've got a really good back catalogue.
Yeah, they've been emotional games. They've been, like you said, they've had a great narrative to them, and they've been immersive. But now this is weird. They've partnered with whoever, I can't remember what the company's called.
Mojang? No,
Mojango, is it? I don't know. Or do they do something else?
Jango Fett?
Jango Fett, no. Basically,
Grim Fandango?
Well, that was a good game as well. I'm glad that's released on PS4 now. But What?
I have a PS4, do
You don't have a PS4, I do. Basically, Telltale is releasing Minecraft Story Mode.
Can't think of any bigger shamefaced, gimmicky sellout of a...
It's weird because Telltale have done some amazing games, and then it's like Minecraft was awful. I played it for
Surely...
all of 10 minutes.
No, I've got nothing against Minecraft.
Was so bored.
Surely the thing about Minecraft that makes it so good is that it has no story. It is literally you plonked in the middle of...
And creating stuff, yeah.
Unlimited sometimes, you know, the world's going forever.
Yeah.
Unlimited world, and you've got to, you know, build, you know, houses and, you know, hunt, and it's a survival game, but it's kind of a bit more nuanced and a bit, you know, you can build some amazing things on Minecraft. The freedom is its strength.
And some people have built amazing things.
Some people have built fucking wonderful things.
I do, even though I didn't like the game, I have watched a few YouTube videos where people have created some amazing things, like the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah.
They've built the Death Star.
Yeah, they have.
Loads of different, like they've built a proper full fun fairground based around Batman and the Joker, and some amazing weird stuff. I think someone's actually started building Rapture as well from BioShock.
People have built real cities in Minecraft. People have built, you know, sometimes real countries. With the whole of Denmark, was it maybe?
I have no idea.
Was made
mad.
in Minecraft. It was destroyed. Other people got fucked off and bombed it, but like the Germans in the thoughts. But it was amazing, bloody amazing. And this October, you're gonna get a story mode. I'm not saying it was amazing. The game was amazing. I didn't like Minecraft, but the possibilities and what it did for a lot of young kids too was, you know, was good.
I just don't understand the appeal to Minecraft whatsoever.
But you buy all the Telltale series. Are you going to buy this one? Is it a series or is it a game?
It's going to be an episodic series again, and I believe I will end up buying it because I do actually like what Telltale have done up to
If
now.
the story is good, it
see.
won't matter what they're basing it on.
Yeah, I do want to see what it's going to be like. It's like the whole thing about the graphics and that. I'm not bothered about that it's all blocky graphics.
No.
It's the same. This is what pisses me off about a lot of fans. They end up saying like, "Oh, I'm not going to fucking buy that game. I'm not going to play that game because of the graphics." And it's like with the new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 coming out. Fair enough, the graphics aren't exactly the best, but who cares? It's a Tony Hawk's game, which is an official sequel. It's not like Underground 2, it's not like whatever else. It's just going to be number 5. And I'm stupidly excited for Tony Hawk's. Like, stupidly excited. I love the Tony Hawk's games. I love the skate games as well, by the way. But with Tony Hawk's 5 coming out, I'm so happy about it, and I really can't wait to play it. But there's so many people out there that just say, "Oh, well, it looks like a PS2 game. Oh, why should I play that?" And it's like, well, is that really the point?
No.
No.
Not at all.
It's like with Minecraft. It's just crappy blocks. It looks like Final Fantasy 7 for God's sake in some places. And
Wow.
and I love Final Fantasy 7. The graphics were shit, so what? But with the Minecraft story mode, I am really wondering what they're going to do with this whole story they're adding in.
To be fair, like they could probably do a story about anything. The Minecraft
literally
world
anything.
is endless. It will give them, in a way, even more freedom. This may well be a really good ploy because they've got complete freedom with it being Minecraft, but they've got the basis of a huge brand.
Yeah.
So they're going to sell. Hopefully, they'll create an amazing story and sell more because of the brand. You know,
they could do it as anything. They could do it as an adventure game. They could do it as a sci-fi game. They could do it as a horror game.
You know, anything.
Anything.
It really is.
Like with the Creepers? They could easily add them as a horror element, like with Walking Dead with zombies.
So maybe it is a fucking gimmick, but it's maybe going to be a good gimmick, or at least a well thought through gimmick.
Yeah. But the biggest games, like the biggest game with gimmick, is gimmicks.
A gimmick.
You know what I'm trying to say? My voice isn't working properly. The biggest game with a gimmick this week is Pokemon Go. What is the point?
Not even a fucking game, really.
It's not even a game, really. You're basically just going to be walking around the streets with this. I don't know. Is it on your phone?
Yeah, I think it's
on your phone. A phone game.
Augmented reality. So you're gonna have to walk around.
And but you do get this little Pokeball thing that you can.
People do anyway, taking selfies.
Whatever. And you see Pokemon in the street. You can go catch Pokemon and that, and it's like fair enough. Yeah, it's interesting. But I think it would have been better if it was released like that years ago.
Don't get me wrong. I think
at least it gets you out of the house.
I kind of worry that augmented reality will never take off as a gaming idea. I don't think it will ever take off as a gaming idea. I think it'll be quickly superseded by virtual reality, especially with Oculus Rift and what was Morpheus being released.
Which is out PlayStation VR, which is a much more boring name.
Which it really doesn't look that good. Pokemon Go, like I used to love Pokemon, but
As did I.
Pokemon,
we used to play Pokemon.
I did
in the playground at school when we were 20 years ago. That's what we were doing.
When it came out on the old Game Boys, we were there. But
yeah,
I'd much rather go back and play Pokemon Blue than play fucking Pokemon Go.
Well, the worst thing is
Pokemon Go, fuck off.
I'm still going to end up buying it more than likely.
It might even be free. You might just have like loads of add-ons that you buy with it being a mobile thing.
Probably. Well,
like Star Wars Uprising, for fuck's sake. That was.
I don't know if
shite.
Yeah. I don't know if Pokemon Go is going to be free, if it's going to be paid for, if you have to end up paying for Pokeballs.
I'm assuming you have to buy added content.
Really. I'll still probably end up getting it. That's the worst thing.
I might get it out of curiosity. Yeah. I'll probably get it just because I'm curious.
The only thing I do wish that it was how the trailer shows it, and also how a lot of people, for some strange reason, are actually believing it to be people, and then people are making memes out of it as well. But where like you'd actually see these Pokemon in real life, like some sort of hologram, like generated from your phone or whatever else. That'd be brilliant, like that. But obviously, it's not going to work like that.
No.
I wish it did. That'd be brilliant.
You're going to be looking through your phone's camera, and it's going to use your camera to.
And you're going to be chucking pretend stuff at random people in the street, and you're probably going to get arrested for it.
Get arrested. Hit a small child, and then get arrested probably.
Yeah. Also, just before we do go, there was one game that I just wanted to mention, which is on your phone as well, because I watch him on YouTube. People would probably hate me for watching him, but other people do as well, because a lot of people have a go at me saying that most of his fan base consists of 12 to 14-year-olds.
But Horizon?
No, PewDiePie. I do watch his videos sometimes. Yeah, fair enough. He can be annoying, but I do actually like the guy. He seems like a really nice guy. But he's just released a game. It's just come out today. It's on the Android store and I believe iOS. And that's PewDiePie Legend of the Brofist. It's $3.99 though, so it's a decent amount of money for a video game on your phone, for a mobile game. I'm planning on checking it out, seeing what it's actually like. A lot of people have said it is a decent game up to now. And I like to support other YouTubers and stuff, really.
They're slightly less successful ones than us.
Now that we're, I guess, YouTubers, I like to support other people. And I normally hate people. So with that, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye.
You could pay for Allison Road.
Yeah, pay for it. Save Constantine.
Save Constantine.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.